Coach, big game, championship game, East versus West. My guess is that you feel pretty strongly that quarterback play is going to be a major factor in this game. Let's talk about J.J. McCarthy of Michigan and Aidan OConnell from Purdue.
I'm very biased about the position. I think it's the most unique position in all of sport. You're responsible for all 22 guys on the field, but the number one thing I think you have to be the toughest guy on the field. And J.J. McCarthy did two things. How do you evaluate a quarterback's toughness? Number one, to take a hit right in the face in the pocket. That's the most vulnerable player on the field.
Right.
When you're holding the ball, your eyes are here, someone's bearing down on you. The quarterback that panics, a lot of times, and I've seen teams kind of turn on that quarterback because you got offensive linemen banging every snap, but a quarterback can take it, and you're going to want, this is a heck of a play by J.J. McCarthy. This is six-man pressure. That's a free safety blitz. This is zero coverage, high risk, high reward. J.J. gives ground, and he gets hit right in the face as he delivers the ball. That's toughness. Yeah. And he throws a strike to Cornelius Johnson, and this is the high risk, high reward. You don't have a safety left. He's out.
So there's a situation on the goal line. It's 3rd and 3. They got unbelievable talent in the offensive line, in the running back room, and they asked J.J. to carry the ball.
The quarterback has got to earn the trust of the head coach. Obviously he did. When you get to the red zone, this is called single wing offense. You gain a blocker, your tailback. However, if your quarterback's not a tough nut, because there's going to be a free hat somewhere down there, and you're going to see this in a second. And I'm going to say this, for the rest of his career, J.J. McCarthy has endeared himself to the Wolverine Nation, and then also the most important people, his teammates, because he did something not a lot of people can do, and that's he's going to put his foot in the ground and launch himself in the end zone. If the Wolverines, I know this is a pretty dramatic statement, if they don't score a touchdown here, I think it's a different game. To me, this is a checkmate moment. This puts them up by 2 scores, but also showed toughness by the quarterback and trust by the head coach to put the ball in his hands. Yeah. They run a QB sweep. It's not very complicated.
Single wing football.
Student body left, you lead. He gets hit on the 1-yard line, and you watch him launch himself in there. Now, here's how I used to evaluate, too. I would show this to the team. Watch the reaction by the offensive lineman and the running back, number 7. Everybody saw what he just did. Look at that.
Yeah.
To me, that was a checkmate moment in this game. You stop them here on the 2-yard line, they kick a field goal, I think it's different, but more importantly, the quarterback earned the respect of his teammates on this play.
Coach, we're about to watch some plays, and by this point, J.J. has run some read option plays. In other words, he's pulled the ball and he's run it. And so now Ohio State and Purdue will have to defend the read option as well. But part of the reason is J.J.'s threatening the defense with the run.
Yeah, I used to always say a quarterback with a run threat separates the defense. Why? If you give the ball a tailback, they have to have at least one defender, and usually it's more than one, especially a good athlete like J.J. McCarthy, that has to stay backside, not over pursue. Jerry, that was not the only one, the big hit. Obviously, this is the final blow to Ohio State, and you can see it's zero coverage. There's no safety deep, risk reward. But you made a comment about you have to stay backside because you have a threat as a runner or quarterback with J.J. McCarthy, and here it comes. It's a blitz off the edge. Watch the defenders. They're defending the quarterback. You can see the 2 guys coming off the edge.
Right.
That means there's no pursuit and there's no one left.
Right.
You play zero coverage. You stop them a lot of times. The problem in zero coverage is you get through, there's no one to get the ball down.
Coach, Purdue's offense is run by Aidan OConnell. Totally different situation than J.J. He was a walk-on player. He's in a pass system. They don't use him to run much.
And when you say he's a system quarterback, I used to say you're darn right he is, because great offenses are systems. There's a difference between a concept and a play. Within that system, there's concepts.
Right.
And a concept is this, there's a group of routes. And the quarterback, the most important guy on the team, where you put the checkers. When I talk about checkers, running backs, receivers, tight ends, that's a coordinator's job. If the quarterback gets repetition of the concept over and over again, with repetition comes what? Excellence. You start getting better and better. So let's talk about what a concept is. A concept is part of a system. A concept has multiple formations. So for the quarterback, he doesn't care who's running the route. He cares about the concept because he gets rep, which we'll go through in a minute. This is the most important thing for the quarterback, repetition over and over and over again. It's very QB friendly. Plays are not QB friendly.
So, Coach, you want to take us through what you call the stick concept.
So you have number 1 on the outside is going to clear it out. He's called the alert. If the quarterback likes it, he can take that shot.
Okay.
The number 2 is going to be the guy in the flat. There's always going to be someone that's going to run to the flat. As you can see here, it's the tailback. And then you have the tight end. He's getting 6-yard depth and he's turning out. So every concept has movement key. It's the alert first,
right,
and then the flat defender, who's usually right here, if he jumps him, like you saw on videotape, he throws it here. Right. Quarterbacks don't usually complete plays. They complete concepts. Why? Over and over again. Here's the exact same concept for the quarterback. Now it looks different than the defense. It's much different formation,
right,
but it's still a 3-by-1 set. The quarterback knows he has an alert on the outside. See, number 1's going to go. He could take that shot, but he feels the safety going over the top.
Right.
The second one is going to look to the flat. What happens to the flat defender? He jumps the guy going to the flat. Now he's going to deliver the ball to the stick route to Payne Durham again on the tight end. Once again, completely different look and play for the defense. For the quarterback, it's a concept where he's already had many, many repetitions. Gerry, this is one of the best concept pass games in college football.